This is Jason with Violator Comics and Collectibles doing a toy comparison. This time we're comparing the Leader Class Optimuses. From the first one on the left is from the Transformers first movie. He's the regular Optimus, he's not the premium, so he doesn't have the metallic paint. And then the one in the middle is from the Revenge of the Fallen Optimus, and the one on the right is the brand new Transformers Age of Extinction Optimus. And first glance, you can kind of see the size comparison. The one on the left, probably the same size as the new Age of Extinction as far as height. I mean, obviously the backpacks give him a little bit more height. Bigger overall. I mean, when you look at the shoulders, is the Revenge of the Fallen. That is my favorite by far. It's probably my favorite Transformers figure that I have. I mean, as far as how accurate it is to the movie and just the way it looks. I mean, it just looks amazing compared to when you look from the left to the right, the first movie to the second movie. I mean, just night and day as far as the transformation. And then the one on the right, brand new, and I love him. I mean, he's really nice. Obviously, he's got some backpack issues going on. They all kind of do. It's just that the one in the middle seemed to be able to enclose it where it just looked a lot nicer. But overall, I mean, all these figures are great. I mean, like I said, in the order that I like them, the Revenge of the Fallen, the one in the middle, is by far my favorite. If you kind of get a look at the faces, you can kind of see the detail in the face sculpts. I mean, as far as detail, I think that this one, for the first Transformers movies, I mean, it's probably my least favorite face sculpt. It's more cartoony. Like I said, the Revenge of the Fallen, probably the most screen accurate face we have. He's got his face shield down. And then lastly, we have this guy right here, and he's probably my second favorite. Like I said, he's my second favorite overall. Kind of see the detail in his facing. And we take a look from the back side, and they've all, like I said, they've all got some backpacks. It's just the one on the left. I mean, the way it kind of folded up. I wish that the Age of Extinction one would kind of fold up a little nicer. The Revenge of the Fallen one does have a pretty large backpack. I mean, I'm going to show profiles of these guys and how they stick out, but it just folds up and it looks so much cleaner. And then the Age of Extinction is kind of empty. It's big and it's empty. It really looks like they could have possibly, put a couple little joints in there and been able to fold some of that stuff up. The first Transformers movie figure, he's got even more back kibble, even the stuff on his legs where the wheels are. I mean, he's a bulkier figure. Revenge of the Fallen, like I said, he's more streamlined than all the figures. And then the new guy, it's just his backpack, just solid piece, goes down almost all the way to his calves. But he's got the chrome legs, and I mean, as far as details and features, I still prefer the Revenge of the Fallen. I think he's got the best look to him. And here actually gives you a profile of all of them. You can kind of see, as far as the Revenge of the Fallen, I mean, he's probably the thickest. It's just he doesn't look the thickest the way that it folds up when you really look at him. And the newest one is probably the sleekest as far as thickness from chest to back, but it's just because of how bulky it looks. When you look at the Revenge of the Fallen from the front, a lot of that, it looks natural. I mean, Alright, and here we have the 3-liter class primes in truck mode. Obviously the one on the left is missing the smokestacks. My daughter ripped those off, but this just kind of shows a size comparison. I mean, they are at an angle, but I mean the biggest one probably is from the first Transformers movie. It's not by much though. It's definitely a heavier figure. Revenge of the Fallen would be the second largest, and then the Age of Extinction is obviously really small. I'll kind of give you a stacked up comparison. We'll take a good look at these guys. Here we have them from the front. You can kind of see just by looking at them which one looks bigger. The two on the left, it's very subtle. The engine compartment is a little bit thicker on the first Transformers movie one. Just a little bit of a thicker figure. The Revenge of the Fallen is a little bit longer, but not by much. But I mean, as far as bulky and beefier, the original Transformers movie is the biggest one. It's even got, you can even look by like wheel size when you see it's got the biggest wheels. And that's kind of a disappointment for the new Age of Extinction Optimus Prime. I was hoping for a bigger truck, but I mean it still looks cool. It's just when you have these two to compare it to, you can feel the difference. As far as transformation, the Age of Extinction one is the easiest. So if it's going to be getting these for kids, Age of Extinction is way easier to transform. Next will probably be the original Transformers movie one, and then the Revenge of the Fallen one is ridiculously hard to transform if you've never done it before. If you don't have directions and you've never done it before, it is very hard. Everything fits in place really nicely. It's just you have to know exactly what you're doing. Otherwise you're going to be there for 30-40 minutes. So let's take a better look. Here we have a top shot. You can see the Revenge of the Fallen one in the middle is the little bit longest, but when you look at the engine compartment and you're going by thickness, this one is the thicker truck, and it's definitely heavier even than this one. And then this guy is he's super light. And here we kind of show the tire size. The one on the left, you can just see the back tires. That is the first Transformer movie. Then we have the Age of Extinction one on the back, and then we have the Revenge of the Fallen one to the right. And that you can just see the tire size. They all have rubber tires except for the Revenge of the Fallen. Everything else has rubber tires. That's kind of surprising. Like I said, my favorite truck on all these. It's a close tie between the Revenge of the Fallen and the first one. Alright guys, well that's been a comparison of the 3-liter class Optimus Prime figures. Revenge of the Fallen is definitely my favorite one, hands down, with the Age of Extinction coming in close second, and then the original one coming in last. The Revenge of the Fallen probably has the best robot mode and probably pretty close to the best truck mode. Age of Extinction is probably second in both those categories, and the first one is probably dead last, but not by much. It's a very close truck mode for the first two. I love the new truck mode. You know, I'm hoping that when they progress the toy line and they change and add more movies into the line, that they perfect that, because the Revenge of the Fallen wasn't the first truck out, and it was night and day when it came out compared to the original one. So. Alright, this has been a review of the Leader Class Optimus Primes. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. Thanks, bye.